to be benefited. I'd also like to thank HRDC, Director and Assistant Director, Professor Vijay Pandey, and Dr. Sanjeev Sharma for choosing this occasion to start online courses, and the topics, both what you have chosen, they are very relevant. MOOCs and e-content development. Last year, I remember also you had some programs on this MOOCs and e-content development as well as disaster management. However, in the current time, these both courses are highly relevant, as well as one depends on the other one. They are also interconnected. And if we talk about these two, it is very difficult to imagine even our continuing education, as well as the management of the pandemic through which currently everyone is going on. So these both topics are very relevant, and I am thankful to Professor Ravikesh and Professor P.K. Joshi for putting together a great program for 1 week for both the courses, and I am sure that all the participants are going to be benefited with this. I see here some participants are from JNU, but most of them are not from JNU. So briefly, I'll tell you about what JNU has. Our HRDC director already told that you will be missing the campus because you could not come here physically to experience the campus as well as the campus life. JNU is spread over almost 1,000 acres, and we have a lush green campus. This is part of Arauli Hill extension, and it harbors many wildlife. If I'd just like to name, our HRDC director told you about peacocks and blue bull. However, JNU has a lot of diversity in terms of animals as well as plants. If I tell some of those facts, you may be surprised to know that how inside Delhi, in South Delhi, and that too surrounded by residential areas, how come JNU is managing so much diversity? You may be surprised to know that JNU has almost 178 varieties of birds inside the campus who are visiting every year. It has also butterflies, and the species goes in terms of count 85. So 85 varieties of butterflies can be cited. Also, there are porcupines, civets, and many other wild animals, including snakes are very common. However, very rarely we see any snake bite cases. JNU has 40 species of snakes. So in terms of animal wildlife as well as plant, we have a lot of diversity, and we are maintaining that. Plus at the same time, we are trying to preserve and also increase the variety of plants in the campus. From other than flora and fauna in terms of its campus, JNU has more than 123 academic programs. It means we take entrance examination in these many programs, more than 120 programs. And most of the programs are at the research level. 80 plus programs JNU is having at MPhil and PhD level. Rest are at UG and PG level. JNU has almost 8,500 students, and currently our sanctioned faculty strength is about 950. And if you look how many faculty are teaching and doing research, you'll always find 600 plus faculty are always there in the campus. So we have a teacher-student ratio of 1:10. Another important point to notice is that JNU awards almost 500 plus PhD degrees in every year. So that is also a great contribution to the academics and research. JNU has also recognized many institutes of eminence and some of them are from defense category, and some of them are from R&D category from DBT and other institutions. So in terms of academic and research publications, we are doing fine. It has established first school in 1969. So another landmark occasion for us is that we are celebrating our golden jubilee. 50 years we have completed, and started from one school, that was SIS, in 1969. Now we have 13 schools and 7 special centers. Recent developments, if you notice, we have opened School of Engineering, School of Management, and also there is one school for classical dance and culture. So JNU is trying to initiate many new programs. In terms of research, we have transdisciplinary research clusters. This is very important for everyone to know. See, if we are doing research individually, trying to get a project and do the experiments or field work, sometimes only we are answering a question. Collaboration is very important. Once you have multidisciplinary or cross-disciplinary teams, then you answer a bigger problem, bigger societal problems. And JNU has faculties from natural sciences, humanities, as well as social sciences. So that collaboration gives us a good foundation to go for a multidisciplinary research, where we have, you can say, transdisciplinary, cross-disciplinary, or interdisciplinary. So all kind of possibilities are there inside the campus as well. However, we also collaborate with other institutions in and around country as well as abroad with the various countries. So these are some basic characteristics of JNU. I just put before you in the limited time. And this is the information for those who are not aware from JNU, that how JNU is managing its academics and research. So with this, again, I thank our both the distinguished scholars, Professor Nadaji and Professor Sarmaji, for giving us time for this program here at HRDC. With this, I thank all the participants for getting selected and being present and connected online to go through these 2 programs. And I wish you all the best. Thank you very much. Over to you, Sanjeev.
कुछ समस्या आई है संजीव शर्मा के कनेक्शन में। मैं अपने जो आज के बीज वक्तव्य के लिए कीनोट स्पीकर हमारे प्रोफेसर सीबी शर्मा जी हैं, उनसे अनुरोध करता हूं कि वे अपना वक्तव्य प्रदान करने की कष्ट करें। प्रोफेसर सीबी शर्मा जी, सर सुन रहे हैं? प्रोफेसर शर्मा,
उनको अच्छा, हाँ ठीक है, को होस्ट हो गए।
हाँ, कैन यू हियर मी?
हाँ, यस सर।
ओके, थैंक यू सो मच। आपका बहुत बहुत आभार कि आपने मुझे आज मौका दिया है कि मैं शोधार्थियों से, शिक्षकों से चर्चा कर सकूं। तो सबसे पहले तो आभार एचआरडी सेंटर जेएनयू का, माननीय कुलपति जगदीश जी का, और राणा जी का, और ब्रजेश जी का, और आप सभी मित्रों का जो आप एचआरडीसी में हैं। समूह का नाम लेना मुश्किल है, तो आपका सबका बहुत बहुत आभार। बहुत अच्छा लगा अभी राणा जी से सुनकर के जेएनयू के बारे में। ये तो मेरा एल्मा मैटर है, यहीं से हम पढ़ के निकले हैं, तो बहुत अच्छा लगता है सुन करके कि इतनी अच्छी बातें जेएनयू के बारे में कही जा रही हैं। आज जिस विषय पर मुझे कहा गया है वो है मूक्स पर, मैसिव ओपन ऑनलाइन कोर्सेज के बारे में। हमको होस्ट मत बनाइए, वो सब एडमिशन हमारे पास चला आ रहा है, तो मेरे स्क्रीन पर वो पॉपअप कर रहा है, होस्ट मत बनाइए। तो the first thing I would like to start with, Rana ji just now said, JNU has 10 students to 1 teacher. This ratio has slightly increased. When we were students, it was 1:7, and we were very privileged. In higher education, this is very, very important that the student-teacher ratio should be low. But what we are going to talk about today is massive open online course where the ratio would be very, very high. So my objective, I must make it clear right in the beginning. I believe there are a large number of teachers that they are interested in developing MOOC program in times to come. So I will share some of the concerns, some of the features which may help you developing your MOOC program later on. My objective is clear that I'll be talking about the massive open online courses, what are the nuances, what you should take care of, what you should have in mind while developing, so that you are a successful MOOC program developer. And as I said, the first and the very important aspect of MOOC is that the ratio is very high. When you have 10 students in a class or 15, you know each one of them personally. And you gear your language, your examples, your gestures, postures, everything according to them. But when you don't know your audience, how do you design your course? Who do you address? As teachers, we definitely address an audience. In our class, we look at the faces and then we decide who we are addressing. Imagine a situation, and like today, I don't know who is watching me or hearing me. You don't know whether I'm watching you or not. So when you are designing a MOOC course, what are those aspects which you should keep in mind? The first and very important is that you have massive audience, very diverse audience. What we now insist on education is your class must be very, very inclusive. I'm sure most of you would understand the definition of inclusion and inclusive education. But before that, let me explain a few things about MOOC. I will assume you don't know much about MOOC, so I will start from the preliminaries. It is 4-quadrant. You use your text. That means the text that you want to share with them, your lecture, in fact. So you transfer your lecture into a written text, what we keep doing in distance education, and we call it self-instructional material. You have read a novel, you have read a book, you have read your textbooks. Can you make a difference between them? What is the language, tone or tenor of a novel? What is the tone or tenor of a textbook and a book which is prescribed to students? Imagine a reader who is reading a book in isolation, sitting at home alone. How would you engage your learner? आप सब हमको सुन रहे हैं, आप में से किसको भी नहीं पता है कि मैं किसको देख रहा हूं। अभी अगर मैं नाम ले लूं तो आप तुरंत अलर्ट हो जाएंगे। मैं नाम लूं, मैं किसको देख के पढ़ा रहा हूं। और चलिए, ये मेरा टेस्ट केस है, आप सब सुन रहे हैं, लेकिन मेरे स्क्रीन पर कौन सा पिक्चर पॉपअप कर रहा है? मैं नाम लेने जा रहा हूं, मुझको बीच बीच में आवाज आ रही है, वो मेरे लिए है या किसी का माइक ऑन रह गया है? चलिए, तो मैं अभी नाम लेने जा रहा हूं कि मेरे स्क्रीन पर किसका फोटो है या किसका चेहरा आ रहा है। तो बी अलर्ट, आई एम गोइंग टू नेम यू। I have 3 pictures on my screen. I won't take name, but the expression changed. In your text, when you are writing a text, how would you engage your reader? आप कैसे लिखेंगे कि आपका रीडर को ऐसे लगे कि मेरा टीचर हमसे बात कर रहा है? क्योंकि ये 1:10 नहीं है, ये 1:1 million है। I think it was just said, we trained 13 lakh teachers in one go. So we had to design program for 13 lakh teachers. It was completely online. कैसे 13 लाख टीचर किसी को पढ़ेगा और हर किसी को ऐसा लगेगा कि ये हमारे लिए ही लिखा गया है, ये हम ही को पढ़ाया जा रहा है। So the first and most important challenge to you, colleagues, friends, would be to write something which can engage all. I have often given this example. आपने कभी प्रेम पत्र लिखा है क्या? कभी प्यार किया था क्या? किसी को चिट्ठी लिखा था? I love you so much. And when I see you, you are so handsome or so beautiful. And your hair, and this and that. That fellow connects. The person who reads connects with you and is glued to your letter, your text. Can you write such an academic text? Can you convert your chapter on 3 laws of motion into a letter which will connect your reader and say, तो सर ने मेरे ही लिए, मैडम ने मेरे ही लिए लिखा है, हम ही को पढ़ा नहीं है। आपका पहला चैलेंज होगा कि आप टेक्स्ट को ऐसे लिखें कि वो रीडर जो डाइवर्स है, मैं इंक्लूजन पर बाद में आऊंगा, पहले 4 क्वाड्रेंट को डिस्कस कर लूं कि ये मेरे ही लिए लिखा गया है। वो जब रात को अकेले 10 बजे सब घर में सो गए हैं, पढ़ रहा है, उसको लगे कि ये मेरे लिए लिखा गया टेक्स्ट है। तो सेल्फ इंस्ट्रक्शनल, हाउ डू यू इन्वॉल्व? वी से द टीचर इज इनबिल्ट इन द टेक्स्ट, दैट विल बी योर फर्स्ट चैलेंज। And because MOOC is, I will leave it there, although I must quickly delve over one thing. In text, there are 3 texts. One that you write. आपने लिखा तो आप समझ रहे हैं कि हाँ, मैं दोबारा पढ़ूंगी तो मुझे कैसा लगेगा। तो आप पढ़ती हैं और आपको लगता है कि हाँ, ये तो बिल्कुल बात कन्वे कर रहा है। जरा उस टेक्स्ट को 2 लोगों को पढ़ाइए, जो आपके दुश्मन हो, आपके क्रिटिक हो, और उनको दीजिए। दोस्तों को मत दे दीजिएगा, दोस्त तो हमेशा कहेंगे बहुत बढ़िया लिखा हुआ है। ऐसे लोगों को दीजिए जिनसे आपको भरोसा है कि वो कहेंगे नहीं अच्छा लिखा हुआ है, उनको दीजिए, कहिए कि जरा पढ़ के बताओ कि कैसा है। वो बताएंगे कितनी कमियां हैं, क्योंकि ये कमियां आपके स्टूडेंट निकालने जा रहे हैं। तो one is your text that you write and believe I write very well. The second text is of the reader who will read and interpret. That you must get feedback, give it to some of your readers, actual readers. I normally do this. What I do, I give it to my driver who reads, some of my workers, कि भाई पढ़ के जरा बता दो समझ में आ रही है बात। अगर वो समझ सकता है तो कोई भी समझ सकेगा, और वही मेरा विजय है। That is my success as a writer, that okay, my reader would be able to understand. The third will be actually what is contained in the text. There are 3. The text may be different. When somebody from a different cultural background reads, will read it differently. When somebody from your same culture will read it differently. And when you will read the text, you will read it differently. Be sure all the three texts merge and you are a good writer. Most important challenge for you will be to write a text which can convey, communicate, and you would be able to engage your readers. How would you do it? You have not been doing it because you are a classroom teacher. आप क्लास में जाती हैं, एक डंडा लेकर के बैठ जाओ, खड़े हो जाओ, बाहर जाओ, वहां क्या देख रहे हो, खिड़की के बाहर क्या देख रहे थे, यहां वो नहीं चलेगा, क्योंकि आप किसी भी मोमेंट अपना वीडियो ऑफ करके और जा सकती हैं और मैं कुछ नहीं कर पाऊंगा. तो याद रखिए कि आपके स्टूडेंट्स को आप रोकेंगे कैसे, एंगेज कैसे रखेंगे, ये आपका पहला चैलेंज है. टेक्स्ट वो कैसे पढ़ेगा. सेकंड इज, बिकॉज वी कॉल इट 4 quadrant. The second is audio and video. You can transfer some of your content into audio or video, and you can inbuilt it. During the course, you will learn how to embed them and where exactly is to be embedded. कितना पढ़ने के बाद हम लोग उसको रीडिंग स्पैन कहते हैं. कितना रीडिंग स्पैन होगा ये मैं नहीं बता सकूंगा आपको. आप अगर 8वीं क्लास के बच्चे के लिए बना रहे हैं, 12वीं के लिए बना रहे हैं, बीए के लिए बना रहे हैं, एमए के लिए बना रहे हैं, किसके लिए बना रहे हैं, आपको ये अंदाज लगाना होगा कि हम कितना कंटेंट लोड कर रहे हैं. कंटेंट लोड कितनी बात कह रहे हैं जो समझने में कितनी मुश्किल आएगी और वो कितने देर तक सस्टेन कर सकेगा. तो कंटेंट लोड के हिसाब से आप उसको ब्रेक करिए और बीच में एक छोटा सा वीडियो घुसाइए. 1 मिनट का वो मोनोटनी ब्रेक करने के लिए है. Remember, it's very powerful tool. It's very powerful tool because your reader has got tired and you just bring it. Wait a minute. You write in your text, excuse me, have you read up till this point? Have you been able to understand? Let me talk to you. Please click this. I want to say something to you. The reader will feel you are there and you're talking, you're live, but your voice is recorded. So now, you can intervene in between with a video, a small video or a small audio. कई बार क्या होता है कि हमको ये पता नहीं होता है कि कौन सी चीज हम वीडियो में कन्वे करें और कौन सी चीज हम ऑडियो में कन्वे करें. अगर ये पूरा लेक्चर जो आज हम कर रहे हैं आप मेरा वीडियो ऑफ कर दीजिए तो ऐसी कौन सी चीज हम दिखा रहे हैं कि वीडियो की जरूरत थी. मेरे स्क्रीन पर आप एक पर्दा डाल दीजिए, जो मैं बोल रहा हूं वही तो मैसेज है, वही तो कन्वे करना है. कोई चीज दिखाना थोड़ी था. मैं आपको ग्लास और इसमें पानी ये पढ़ा तो नहीं रहा हूं कि ग्लास है, पानी है, देखो इसमें गिरेगा नहीं, ये तो दिखा नहीं रहे हैं. तो विजुअल है नहीं तो विजुअल हुआ क्यों? Why did we not use an only audio medium? You have to realize for every fact and every information that you would like to share, whether this is audio content or video content, you will have to use your judgment. So text, embed, break it. If you have ever read distance education material, you will find, and you are basically going to do distance education now. You are volunteered to learn distance education through MOOCs. So we break at 3, 4, 5 points during a unit and say, अब break करो, थोड़ा rest लो, और अब आकर के अपने को चेक करो कि जो पहले पढ़े वो जानते, याद हो गया क्या, समझ गए क्या. तो 2 काम आपने किया, अपने कंटेंट को टेक्स्ट के माध्यम से, वीडियो के माध्यम से, ऑडियो के माध्यम से, एंड यू हैव टू यूज योर जजमेंट वेदर द कंटेंट इज रेलेवेंट फॉर वीडियो और ऑडियो. और जब वीडियो भी बनाए, अगर मान लीजिए वहां ऑडियो से भी काम चलेगा लेकिन वीडियो डाल रहे हैं, तो आप कैसे अपनी आंखों से कन्वे करेंगे अपने ऑडियंस को, अपने रीडर को. हमने इतनी मेहनत की है, पता है. इसको बनाने के लिए कल हमने यहां से ये मटेरियल लाया, देखो इसको दिखाता हूं, ये जो है ना, ये मैं जाकर के फलाने, ये वीडियो कंटेंट नहीं था लेकिन इसको आपको वीडियो बनाना पड़ेगा. हाउ डू यू कनेक्ट, अगेन आई विल रिपीट, हाउ डू यू कनेक्ट टू योर ऑडियंस, योर व्यूअर, that is important. The third is, how do you assess whether your learner has learned or not? So you give certain questions in between. In MOOC, if it is a real MOOC, I will not be going detail into SWAM. The SWAM is the national MOOC platform where you can put your programs, your courses. So perhaps, and what was mentioned, that I was one of the national coordinators, and all the secondary material up to +2 and teacher education was under my leadership. So आप उसके लिए आप कोर्स बनाना चाहते हैं तो आप इंटरवल्स पर चेक करिए कि आपका जो रीडर है, जो आपका स्टूडेंट है, बिकॉज MOOC इज degree awarding. We have now made it interchangeable. 20% of the total student load can be done through online MOOC program that the University Grants Commission has already allowed, and this is circulated. So your students can do 20% of their courses through MOOC from any of the universities. Now that is the challenge. हम एक तरफ तो कह रहे हैं कि 1:10 है JNU में, हम 1:1,000,000 जा सकते हैं, तो क्या हमारे पास 2000 भी स्टूडेंट आएंगे? और अगर 2000 स्टूडेंट भी नहीं आ रहा है, 200 भी नहीं आ रहा है, तो हमारा MOOC प्रोग्राम कैसे सक्सेसफुल है, ये आपको देखना पड़ेगा. That will be a parameter of success. So you insert in self-check exercises in between. Let the student check, but how do you keep the student motivated? वो हर थोड़ी देर पर आकर के कहेगा, करे आप 30% लाए हैं. वो बेचारा मेहनत करता है. देखिए, जब क्लास में आता है तब तो आप उससे कहते हैं, इस कॉलेज में आता है, यूनिवर्सिटी में आता है, टीचर उससे बात करती हैं, उसको मोटिवेट करते हैं, कोई बात नहीं बेटा, अगली बार हो जाएगा, इस बार थोड़ा बीमार हो गए थे तुम, ये हो गया था. वहां आइसोलेटेड स्टूडेंट को कौन मोटिवेट करेगा? यू हैव टू अगेन इन बिल्ड हाउ टू मोटिवेट. नेवर माइंड, perhaps you did not read this section very clearly. Let me do that for you again. उसको आप कैसे एंगेज रखेंगे, कैसे आप पुल करके वापस लाएंगे, ये आपको जानना होगा. तो थर्ड क्वाड्रेंट है सेल्फ चेक एक्सरसाइज. फर्स्ट इज टेक्स्ट, सेकंड इज ऑडियो वीडियो, थर्ड इज सेल्फ चेक, एंड फोर्थ इज लाइव इंटरैक्शन. एवरी MOOC program has provision for teacher interaction, which is live. How will you do it? How will you do it? How well do you communicate on a screen? हम सब टेलीविजन देखते हैं, हम सब वीडियो प्रोग्राम्स देखते हैं, हम सब सुनते हैं, लेकिन अब आपको एक नए दृष्टिकोण से, एक नए नजरिए से प्रोग्राम्स को देखना पड़ेगा. आगे जब आप बैठ के देखें, एक कागज लेके बैठिए, ये जो आदमी बैठा कम्युनिकेट कर रहा है टेलीविजन पर, ये कैसा कम्युनिकेटर है, बिकॉज यू आर गोइंग टू डू इट इन फ्यूचर. It's not very neutral. It requires some sort of a training. I will give you a very concrete example. I have been doing this teaching on television for a long time, more than 25 years. And I always took the view that, look, I am a teacher. My audience will not look at me or watch my program or listen to my lectures because I'm handsome. I'm well dressed. And I never let my, every time you will go to record, you will find a person, जिसको वहां पर कहते हैं मेकअप मैन या मेकअप वुमन. वो आ जाएगा पाउडर वाउडर लेकर के कि सर मैडम थोड़ा सा आपका बाल थोड़ा इधर, थोड़ा चश्मा इधर करिए. अब हमको बड़ा एम्बैरेसिंग होता था. जब हम लोगों का नेशनल ट्रेनिंग हुआ फॉर MOOC SWAM, and listen to this very carefully, you will be impressed. Javadekar Sahab was presenting his inaugural lecture, and he said a very important thing which touched me. He said that, look, I became the spokesperson of the BJP. So I started sitting and speaking on camera and giving interviews. I was given comments कि यार कैसे आ जाते हो, ये ऐसा नहीं दिखना चाहिए था, ऐसा होना चाहिए था. Then I started doing makeup, and it was very successful. When you go on a camera, when you go live, when you are recording, you are not doing a classroom teaching. You are recording for large audience, and many people may not like to look at you, see you as somebody who is unprepared. This also gives the message that my teacher, my lecturer is ready, is prepared. So I won't delve more on this. I will only say, don't go अनप्रिपेयर्ड, कंटेंट तो आप तैयार करेंगे ही, डोंट गो अनप्रिपेयर्ड, इवन प्रेजेंटेबल, प्रेजेंटेशन यू मस्ट लुक प्रेजेंटेबल। और हर चीज स्क्रीन पर ब्लो अप हो जाता है, आप जो करते हैं वो ब्लो अप हो जाता है, तो आप ध्यान रखिए कि आप क्या कर रहे हैं। और एक बार करिए, 2 बार करिए, अपना रिकॉर्डिंग करिए, उसको देखिए और करेक्ट करिए कि हम क्या कर रहे हैं। आई मे नॉट बी परफेक्ट, थोड़ा 25 साल तक करते करते एरोगेंस भी आ जाता है कि अब बहुत कर लिया यार, अब जो मना करूं। तो हमको भी एसेस करिए, एग्जामिन करिए और देखिए कि क्या जो ये प्रेजेंटर है, जो बात ही कर रहा है कम्युनिकेशन पर फॉर मूक, वो कैसा कर रहा है और हमको कैसा करना चाहिए। तो दैट इज इंपॉर्टेंट एंड यू मस्ट डू दैट एज वेल। हाउ डू वी प्रेजेंट थिंग्स? एंड as I said, MOOC teaching, MOOC presentation is a group presentation. In the class, the teacher is the king or the queen. हम जाते हैं, हम तय करते हैं कैसे पढ़ाएंगे। MOOC में आप पूरी तरह तय नहीं करेंगे। आपका एक प्रोड्यूसर होगा, आपका एक कैमरामैन होगा या कैमरा वुमन होगी, जो कैमरे के पीछे होगा और आपको इशारा कर रहा होगा क्या करना है। इसके 2 आयाम हैं जो बारी बारी से क्वेश्चन किया जाता है कि क्या आने वाले समय में टीचर की आवश्यकता नहीं रहेगी? नो, द टीचर विल रिमेन सेंटर स्टेज. The teacher will always remain the most important person in teaching learning process. However, you must know what is to be transacted. हम क्या पढ़ाना चाहते हैं, हम क्या दिखाना चाहते हैं, वो हमको अपने प्रोड्यूसर को बताना होगा कि नहीं, आप जैसे कह रहे हैं वैसे नहीं समझ में आएगा, ऐसे दिखाइए। They have the provision. They have the provision. And I will definitely like to insist on this and make sure that you take this message with you. Often the cameraman, the producer, the editor will like you to do things which is easier to be edited and made into a program. But finally when you see the final cut, जिसको हम लोग कहते हैं final video, तो आपको लगेगा कि ये तो वो communicate ही नहीं हुआ जो हम करना चाह रहे थे, ये तो मैसेज ही कुछ और जा रहा है। It's a struggle. I think my colleagues will take this word very carefully. It's a struggle. आपको अपने कैमरा, आपके प्रोडक्शन टीम को बिल्कुल इंसिस्ट करना पड़ेगा, नो, दिस इज नॉट व्हाट आई वांट टू कन्वे। ये मैसेज नहीं जा रहा है, जो हम पढ़ाना चाह रहे हैं वो नहीं जा रहा है, इसको ऐसे नहीं ऐसे करो, 1 बार करो, 2 बार करो, 50 बार करो। क्योंकि हम क्लासरूम में बच्चे को कह सकते हैं, सॉरी आज हम ये टॉपिक तैयार करके नहीं आए थे, कल पढ़ाएंगे इसके बारे में, या आज ये जो पढ़ाया शायद ये कुछ कंफ्यूजन रह गया है, कल हम इसको करेक्ट करेंगे, कर सकते हैं, लेकिन एक वीडियो प्रोग्राम में नहीं कर सकते हैं। वंस यू हैव डन इट, you have done it, it's out of your hand. Never compromise on something which your camera team says. I am very insist, I have done that mistake. प्रोड्यूसर जरा दबंग आदमी है, नहीं ठीक है सर, ठीक है, चलेगा चलेगा, और हमने छोड़ दिया, बाद में हमको सुनना पड़ा कि ये कैसे पढ़ा दिए भैया। Fellow teachers, the content is the king, the teacher is the center stage, the king. You have to be perfectly in control of the content that you want to share with your students, your learners, and unless and until you are happy, you don't share. कई बार क्या होगा, इसलिए इमीडिएटली 2 चीजें मैं कहूंगा। पहला तो ये कि टीचर इसलिए सेंटर स्टेज है क्योंकि वो वही बताएगा कि क्या पढ़ना है, क्या पढ़ाना है और कैसे दिखना है। दूसरा जो है कि ये एटर्नल नहीं है। हमने एक लेक्चर इंक्लूसिव एजुकेशन पर, एक लेक्चर फेमिनिज्म पर, एक लेक्चर नेशनल पॉलिटिक्स पर रिकॉर्ड कर दिया, ये फाइनल हो गया, ये नहीं है। अ प्रोग्राम हैज अ लाइफ ऑफ इट्स ओन। What is relevant today may be revised 6 months, a year later. So you have to give a life to your program. तो टीचर हर 6 महीने पर नया प्रोग्राम बनाएगा. एक मूक प्रोग्राम बन गया जो अगले 50 साल तक पढ़ाया जाएगा, ये नहीं सही है. You will also have to decide this MOOC will have a life of 6 months or 1 year or whatever you can say. This has to be revised after that. It cannot be eternally true, eternally relevant. So the teacher will come back just as we come year after year to the same class. आप MA फर्स्ट ईयर को लेक्चर करती हैं तो क्या हर साल एक ही करती हैं? नहीं, हर साल आपका लेक्चर बदलता है और तभी हमारा रेलेवेंस भी है, हम पढ़ते भी हैं. और जो साइडलाइंस में बात कहते हैं कि जो हमको वेकेशन मिलता है, जिस पर ये सारी दुनिया बहुत हल्ला करती है कि आप लोग केवल सैलरी लेते हैं, आराम करते हैं, हम वो 2 महीने में पढ़ते हैं कि अगले सेमेस्टर में क्या पढ़ाना है. और ऐसे ही मूक के प्रोग्राम में आप कॉन्टिन्यूअसली रिवाइज करेंगे. यू मे रिटेन सम पार्ट ऑफ इट, यू मे लाइक टू रिवाइज सम पार्ट ऑफ इट. नो मूक प्रोग्राम इज एटर्नल. मूक प्रोग्राम also has a life of its own. So when you are developing a MOOC program, insist and make sure that this program is not on offer after 1 year, after 2 years, after 5 years, whatever you decide. Certain program may be relevant for all times to come. I have about 7 minutes more, and I wanted to take questions, whether that is possible. I can see some faces nodding, some faces disagreeing, or I would like to take questions so that I understand for myself how did I perform. मैं हर बार चाहूंगा कि ऐसा. तो लास्ट जो मैं कहना चाहूंगा, जो कंसेप्ट ऑफ इंक्लूजन है, इंक्लूसिव एजुकेशन है, वो जरूर देखिए. ये बहुत फायदा करता है. Who is excluded? Who do we lecture? हमारे लेक्चर्स बहुत इंक्लूसिव होने चाहिए. एक शब्द और वो आपके लाखों ऑडियंस को, लर्नर्स को डिसुएड कर सकता है. I'll give you an example. I teach at the Indira Gandhi National Open University now, and one course of history, there was one sentence written, और उसको पढ़ के 15 इग्नू के सेंटर्स लोग आकर के रैंसैक कर दिए. एक सेंटेंस. आप, I don't want to repeat on this public platform. I know I'm going on record, it's being recorded. I will not repeat that. One line, and that completely created a havoc for IGNOU. The parliament was suspended for 2 continuous days. तो एक लाइन आपका, एक एक्सप्रेशन आपका क्या कर सकता है, वो आप अंदाज नहीं कर सकते हैं किसके लिए. और इंक्लूजन क्या है, मैं थोड़ा इस पर सेंसिटिव है, लेकिन ध्यान से सुनिए. मेल्स अबाउट फीमेल. अरे ये औरतें तो, आप भले ऐसा फील करते हो, आपके प्रोग्राम में कभी भी men towards women, women towards men. अगर आप women टीचर हैं और आपने कहीं एक लाइन भी ऐसा बोला, 2 बातें हैं. एक तो एज टीचर्स हमको इन चीजों से ऊपर होना होगा, तभी हम टीचर होंगे. इंक्लूजन यही है. सैलामांका डिक्लेरेशन पढ़िए. सैलामांका डिक्लेरेशन जरूर पढ़ना चाहिए अगर आप MOOC का प्रोग्राम बना रहे हैं तो. The major group which is excluded is of women. The whole society keeps making comment. हम अपने घरों में जोक्स बोलते हैं. आप आज के बाद जरा ध्यान करिएगा कि जब हम अपने घरों में जोक्स बोलते हैं, किनके बारे में बोलते हैं. As a linguist and as a teacher who has been working on this, I keep looking at programs. और मैं पढ़ता रहता हूं कि ये टीचर जो लिखा है, जो बनाया है, वो कैसा होगा. तो आप अपने घरों में आप व्हाट्सएप को देखिए ध्यान से, कौन आदमी क्या पोस्ट करता है, इसका मनस्थिति क्या है, ये क्या सोचता है. हाउ कैन आई पोस्ट समथिंग विच इज derogatory अबाउट women, माई मदर. हम अगर उसको पोस्ट करते समय मेरी माँ हमारे ध्यान में आएगी, तब हम, मेरी बहन भी आएगी, मेरी पत्नी भी आएगी, मेरी बेटी भी आएगी, और तब सारी महिलाएं आएंगे और वैसा पोस्ट नहीं करेंगे. लेकिन अगर हम कर रहे हैं लाइटर, तो ये दिखाता है कि मेरे दिमाग में क्या चल रहा है. सिमिलरली जो मेजर ग्रुप्स जो आपके इसको पढ़ेंगे वो कौन से हो सकते हैं? ये अफ्रीकन तो, ये अंग्रेज तो. Fine, the British has ruled over us for a long time. We all feel that they were not very kind to us. We had to struggle, we had to fight to get freedom. But does it mean we'll still be talking in the same language? No, I don't think so, at least. We can analyze, but we cannot be judgmental. Don't be judgmental in your writing, in your speech, in your audio, video, whatever. आप उसको कई कई बार पढ़ के देखें कि ये लाइन, ये एक्सप्रेशन पुरुषों को कैसा लगेगा. आई एम स्पीकिंग फ्रॉम द विमेन्स पर्सपेक्टिव. पुरुषों को कैसा लगेगा, नॉर्थ इंडिया के पुरुषों को कैसा लगेगा, साउथ इंडिया के पुरुषों को कैसा लगेगा, अफ्रीकन पढ़े तो कैसा लगेगा, व्हाइट मैन पढ़ेगा तो कैसा लगेगा. क्योंकि ये मेरा कोर्स अब ग्लोबल जा रहा है. One, you must be very neutral, very objective about all. First is you must be and you must show. It's not only important to show, but it is important to be. हम कई बार लिख तो सकते हैं, लेकिन मन से नहीं है, तो आपको वो बदलना पड़ेगा. मैं ऐसा कहूंगा कि आप इंक्लूजन क्या है, अगर आप मूक का प्रोग्राम बनाना चाह रहे हैं, मूक्स बना रहे हैं, तो आप इंक्लूजन क्या है ये जरूर पढ़िए. सैलेमैन का डिक्लेरेशन पढ़िए और थोड़ा कुछ कंटेंट, थोड़ा लिटरेचर ऑन इंक्लूसिव एजुकेशन पढ़िए. क्योंकि यू मे बी मास्टर ऑफ योर ओन डिसिप्लिन, बट यू मे नॉट नो द method of communication, the way you communicate with others, and the mess you make in communicating. ये मान के चलना चाहिए कि मैं मेस करता हूं और मुझे सीखना है, तभी आप कर सकेंगे. I will only say that there are certain things which you must refer to. I was impressed by two very good books, which I will refer to, and then take questions if there are. Ways of Seeing, John Berger. Take hold of that book. Very thin book, very communicative, very illustrated. So everything that has been said is illustrated there. Ways of Seeing by John Berger. बहुत बढ़िया एग्जाम्पल से कहता है कि आपने जब कोई प्रोग्राम बनाया और आपने उसमें एक चित्र लगाया. आप सब बड़े हुए होंगे किताबें पढ़ के, आपने स्कूल के टेक्स्ट बुक पढ़े होंगे. अगर मैं आपको ये क्वेश्चन अभी पूछूं कि आज सुबह जो ऑनलाइन अखबार आया उसको खोल के देखे क्या, और देखे तो क्या याद है. आज मैं ये नहीं पूछ सकता हूं, मैं बराबर ये पूछता हूं कि आज के अखबार का बताइए कि आपको क्या चीज याद है. हेडलाइंस बड़े में लिखा जाता है, क्यों? बोल्ड क्यों किया जाता है? एक पिक्चर लगाया जाता है. लेकिन ये सब एक क्लीचे बन गया है. अगर आपको कन्वे करना है तो क्या एक ऐसा टेक्स्ट बुक तैयार करेंगे जिसमें बीच में कोई फोटो नहीं हो? आपका रीडर रुकेगा वहां? करे. हर बार तो यहां चित्र होता था, आज चित्र क्यों नहीं है? इस चैप्टर में चित्र क्यों नहीं है? कैन यू थिंक of very innovative methods of attracting, and this the book Ways of Seeing will say how. One, presence of something, absence of something is equally important. आप सब देख रहे हैं, मैं देख रहा हूं, आपके कुछ बच्चे भी अगल बगल घूम रहे हैं. जरा बच्चे को पकड़ लीजिएगा अभी और उसको पूछिएगा, बेटा जो ड्राइंग रूम में फोटो लगा है वो किसका फोटो है जरा बताओ, जो बहुत ज्यादा दिखता है वो नहीं दिखता है, जिसको आप कॉमन कर देते हैं वो नहीं दिखता है, जो आपके मेन डोर के सामने फोटो है वो आप कभी घुसते हुए नहीं देखते हैं। तो क्या आप जब टेक्स्ट बनाएंगे, आप जब कोई चीज करेंगे, उसमें कैसे करेंगे कि इनोवेटिव हो। आई एम रिमाइंडेड, जिस दिन इमरजेंसी लगा था देश में, उस दिन इंडियन एक्सप्रेस का एडिटर अरुण सोडी हुआ करते थे और एडिटोरियल का स्पेस ब्लैंक छोड़ा गया था। वो आज तक याद है। अरुण सोडी ने कहा था, आज मैं एडिटोरियल नहीं लिख सकता हूं क्योंकि ये अधिकार छीन लिया गया है। वो आज तक याद है। आप क्या करेंगे कि आपका लेसन बिल्कुल दिखेगा, पहली बात। दूसरी एक किताब मैं रिफर करना चाहूंगा, द वर्ल्ड ऑन पेपर। द वर्ल्ड ऑन पेपर डेविड ऑल्सन की किताब है, द वर्ल्ड ऑन पेपर। आपको 3 डायमेंशनल चीज अपने स्क्रीन पर दिखाना है, उसको कैसे दिखाएंगे? मूक में यही इंपॉर्टेंट है कि आप कैसे दिखाते हैं और कैसे अपने ऑडियंस को आप एंगेज रखते हैं। तो क्या क्या टेक्निक होगा जो हमने शुरू में यूज किया था, कि मैं अभी नाम लूं कि कौन किन को देख के पढ़ा रहा हूं, तो मैं देखा कि जो लोग स्क्रीन पर थे वो सब अटेंटिव हो गए। ऐसी टेक्निक यूज करिए कि आप उनसे बात करते रहिए लगातार, आप उनको फील कराइए कि आप उनके साथ हैं और एंगेज रखिए टेक्स्ट से, पिक्चर से, वीडियो से, ऑडियो से और इन सारी चीजों से। मैं आप सबको आमंत्रित करूंगा कि आप सब स्वयं का पार्ट बनिए। ये दुनिया का सबसे बड़ा प्लेटफॉर्म है और इसका एक इतिहास है जिसका मैं गवाह हूं, तो मैं आपको वो बता के खत्म करूंगा। बहामास में कॉमनवेल्थ मिनिस्टर्स मीट हो रहा था and I had the privilege to be a member of the honorable ministers team. बहुत यशस्वी लौ महिला स्मृति ईरानी भारत की शिक्षा मंत्री या उस वक्त एचआरडी मिनिस्टर थी। कोर्सेरा सबसे बड़ा प्लेटफॉर्म था। कोर्सेरा का हेड ये चाहते थे कि मंत्री जी से मुलाकात हो और हमसे कहा गया कि आप मंत्री जी से समय फिक्स कराइए। हमने स्मृति जी से कहा, माननीय मंत्री जी से कहा कि मैम ये लोग मिलना चाहते हैं, बात करना चाहते हैं। उन्होंने कहा रहने दीजिए शर्मा जी, टाल जाइए। वो भारत लौट के आई और उन्होंने अनाउंस किया कि हम स्वयं का प्लेटफॉर्म लेके आएंगे। उनके मन में ये पहले से बात थी कि हम स्वयं प्लेटफॉर्म लाएंगे जो दुनिया भर के लिए होगा। इसका बड़ा फायदा है। मूक का क्या फायदा है वो अंत में मैं बोल के खत्म करूंगा। पहली बात तो मैं हर बार बहुत आभार व्यक्त करता हूं यशस्वी शिक्षा मंत्री भारत की एक महिला, जो सबसे विलक्षण महिला मंत्री हुई है आज तक की, मैं बारी बारी से कहता हूं। और इसका फायदा यह हुआ है कि आपका कंटेंट, भारतीय कंटेंट जिसके लिए हम इतना स्ट्रगल कर रहे हैं, वो स्वयं पर आया है और दुनिया भर पढ़ रही है। मूक का फायदा है कि अगर आप अच्छा प्रोग्राम बनाएंगे तो न सिर्फ लोकल स्टूडेंट, दुनिया पढ़ेगी और हम नॉलेज के बेसिस पर ही वर्ल्ड लीडर बन सकते हैं, विश्व गुरु बन सकते हैं। MOOC is there to stay. You have seen it during pandemic. In distance education, we have been feeling the absence of technologies in education through traditional universities, but I believe we have arrived, we know. हर बार एक नया आर्गुमेंट याद पड़ जाता है, मैं कहता हूं इसके बाद मैं खत्म कर दूंगा। एक चीज और कहने का मन कर रहा है। एक किताब है A.W. बेट्स की, देखिए 1980s की ये किताब लिखी गई थी। A.W. बेट्स ने 3 चीजें कही थी। The most popular faces of 21st century would be of the teachers. The most popular faces of the 21st century on the television would be of the teachers and not of the matinee idols. They would be earning more than the matinee idols. वो जो फिल्म एक्टर्स हैं, अमिताभ बच्चन और हेमा मालिनी, मेरे जमाने के ये सब हैं, अब के तो दूसरे होंगे, इनसे ज्यादा कमाएगा और हाईएस्ट टैक्स पेयर्स होंगे। This has come true, friends. I know of a professor from MIT who delivers just 2 lectures a year and charges $1 billion for $1 billion for 1 lecture because he's so popular. He's a Nobel laureate. Prepare to be that. Prepare to be that. You have the capacity, you have the capability. The world does not recognize Indian teachers because they are afraid of us. God has given us pandemic and we are exposed to the world. Prove to the world we are the best and we have arrived, because this technology will carry us globally. And I can definitely tell you, I have studied in JNU, I have studied abroad. My teachers of JNU were the best. Given a chance, they would be recognized. This platform has given that. क्यों कह रहा हूं मैं NIOS का चेयरमैन था और हम लोग ऑनलाइन एजुकेशन करते थे. मुझको ट्रांसपोंडर था तो हम 2-way इंटरेक्शन करते थे. जैसे ही पैंडेमिक आया, at that point of time I was chairman, I said कि मेरे टीचर्स घर पे हैं, हम घर से क्यों नहीं पढ़वा सकते हैं. पूरे मिनिस्ट्री ने कह दिया नो. ये बड़ा बुरा लगेगा मिनिस्ट्री को सुन करके, HRD को. इन्होंने कहा कि नहीं, हो ही नहीं सकता है. But because I had worked with Javadekar ji, I immediately contacted him. I'm कहा सर मेरा चैनल को कब लाइव करा दीजिए. आप इसको कंपल्सरी चैनल ऑन योर सर्विस प्रोवाइडर्स बना दीजिए. Within 3 days he did it. Hats off to Javadekar ji. Thanks. Teachers मेरे घर से पढ़ा रहे थे. Please listen to this. I can see some faces smiling. Teachers started teaching. Friends, I'll give you example. एक जयपुर का टीचर है फिजिक्स का. ये 12th का फिजिक्स ऑनलाइन पढ़ाना शुरू किया मेरे प्लेटफॉर्म पर NIOS के. और जब उसको विड्रॉ करें, नया टीचर लाए, तो डिमांड आई कि उसी को लाइए. आज तक कोई नहीं जानता था उसको. आज वो मोस्ट पॉपुलर फेस है आपका 12th के फिजिक्स पढ़ाने का ऑन प्लेटफॉर्म. अब अगर वो अपना भी एक चैनल शुरू करके और पढ़ाने लगता है, he can earn millions. He has become popular. वो चूंकि कोचिंग में नहीं पढ़ा रहा था, वो ट्यूशन नहीं कर रहा था या जयपुर में पढ़ा रहा था, इसलिए कोई नहीं जानता था. आज इस प्लेटफॉर्म ने ये मौका दिया है कि वो पूरे देश में जाना जा रहा है. आपको वो कैपेसिटी कैपेबिलिटी है कि अब आपका क्लासरूम, अब ये यूनिवर्सिटी नहीं कह सकती है कि आप क्या पढ़ाएंगे. कह सकती है कि हम ग्रेडेड ऑटोनॉमी देंगे. आपको ऑटोनॉमी ऐसे ही मिल गई है, आप पूरी दुनिया को पढ़ा सकते हैं, आप पूरी दुनिया में छा सकते हैं. द MOOC is a great asset. Avail of it. The world, the teachers are there. We have arrived, and the platform will give us the opportunity to conquer the world. Fellow teachers, I wish you all good luck. Learn the tricks of making good MOOC program here and go back. And I'm saying go back because I'm assuming you're in JNU. At your places, do it. And whenever you have something, approach the SWAM team. They are very helpful. They are all there to help you. Thank you all very much for your patient hearing. I have been watching and lecturing to 2 of the most pretty women, Urmi Roy and Munmun Banerjee. I am seeing you both and watching you, and you are on my screen. Thank you very much for your patience. मैं देख रहा था कि आप कैसे respond कर रहे हैं, और आपके response से ही लग रहा था कि मैं कैसा lecture कर रहा हूँ. आप मेरे साथ जुड़े रहेंगे या आपको मन कर रहा है कहीं चले जाएं, बहुत चाट रहा है ये lecturer. Thank you very much, and thanks to all the participants. I hope I have talked some sense. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir, for your inspiring, innovative, and encouraging words and sharing your vast experience and enlightened for us, and realize us that how as a faculty member we can play an important role for developing, assessing, and evaluation of e-content development. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you. My privilege entirely. Thank you.
Yeah. So
I will have to leave because I have to go for our meeting. So I'm very sorry. It is very arrogant to leave the meeting in between, but then please excuse me. I had asked for this already to the organizers. Thank you all very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I have put my mail ID cbsharma01@gmail.com. Please write to me if you need any assistance, help, because I live distance education. cbsharma01@gmail.com. Namaskar. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. So friends, due to some urgency meeting in the ministry, Professor JP Nadda left for some meeting, but Professor Nadda has sent a video. So I request our technical team kindly play the message of our chief guest, Professor J.P. Nadda. Over to Mr. Gaurav.
Friends, educating human progeny has always been a priority for human race. Education has not only decided the course of our civilization, but has also been very crucial for human survival. However, over the years, pre-modern to modern times, while the essence and the role of education has remained the same, there has been massive transformation in terms of institutions and formalized delivery. It has not only evolved in terms of subject content, but the delivery has also transformed with the developments in the field of information technology and the digital revolution. The delivery of education through formal institutions has remarkably changed, and the knowledge contours available to humanity today is a reflection of that. However, today, the humanity and its institutions stand face to face with an extraordinary situation of COVID-19 pandemic. As the world has locked itself down to fight the pandemic in an unprecedented manner, the consequences are already visible and being felt in almost all spheres of human life and activities. May they be financial, economic, educational, interpersonal, social, or cultural. This change, as I see, could be more than temporary if not permanent. In response to the pandemic, the humanity is trying to come up with various responses which seek fundamental changes in our institutions. Educational institutions are trying to formulate new response mechanisms and paradigms to learning and teaching. Virtual or online education seems to be the most acknowledged answer to the new normal in educational campuses across the world. The pandemic has rendered traditional educational delivery functions and paralyzed. Hence, digital educational design, content development, delivery, and of course its adoption by the relevant stakeholders are the real-time challenges today. The adoption gets more complicated in the absence of real-time teacher and learners. With the emergence of futuristic technology applications of artificial intelligence and machine learning in education, the revolutionary changes shall be visible in the educational content and its delivery modus operandi. This entails familiarity, proficiency, and completely different set of pedagogical training on the part of trainers and learners. Also, the reach and access of the technology has to be ensured to the learners in a soup of digital divide, especially in a developing country. Hence, a comprehensive ecosystem of various technology and its stakeholders need to be developed. No wonder the government today is promoting development of indigenous virtual meeting solutions, learning applications, and platforms which are easy to use. It is also promoting integration of virtual and traditional learning. Some of the initiatives in this direction could be seen in flipped classrooms and MOOCs which have been pioneered by CEC. It would not be out of place if I draw your attention towards CEC as a pioneer organization which has long been contributing towards digitalization of higher education in the country. CEC has not only developed and disseminated digital education content to its learners, but has also been promoting and working towards adoption of digital education through various outreach and awareness programs. I would also like to apprise the august audience that CEC is the national coordinator of SWAYAM MOOCs for both UG and PG level credit-based courses. CEC has the honor of hosting largest number of credit-based courses free of cost for its learners on SWAYAM platform. CEC also conducts online countrywide proctored examinations for MOOCs at a national nominal fee which is refundable to the students on clearing the exam. In the face of pandemic, education in the country and beyond has already taken a digital turn. With educational campuses being off limits for learners and teachers alike, digitalization of education seems to the best bet for providing learning remotely through virtual campus and e-learning platforms like SWAYAM. Viewing this as an opportunity given to the vast landscape of higher education in India, with approximately 300 million student population in over 950 universities and more than 45,000 colleges, digitalization of the education seems to be the only answer. It shall not help only as achieve massification of higher education, but also seek to address the issues of quality education delivery in the country. Though it offers numerous merits, achieving it may not be as simple as it may sound. For it to be a reality, it requires a drastic change in the mindset of policymakers, authorities, students, and especially educationists. Faculty training, accreditation parameters, criteria also need revisiting. As society evolves post-pandemic, new norms of behavior, working, and communication will evolve, and universities will have to change their programs, delivery modes, assessment, working models, and governance. Friends, since the COVID-19 situation has knocked the conventional education delivery off in a totally different trajectory, we need to bring about fundamental changes in education system and processes. The digitalization of higher education, which has already been taken up by the Consortium for Educational Communication, shall gain further momentum. We at CEC are all geared up to take the problem and provide a workable solution to our teacher-learner ecosystem. Current situation has definitely accelerated our use of digital technology and transform our education system for the better. Face-to-face interaction in classroom teaching will take time to return, and even when it does, it will surely return with new norms such as a blended mode or with changes in student-teacher ratio as to maintain proper social distancing. It is now time for us to respond to the extraordinary challenge. The opportunity, therefore, in higher education is one of transformational change and not just incremental. This requires brave adoption of extraordinary solutions. Friends, to conclude, the fate of humanity and its institutions depend upon our resilience. On the face of pandemic, it is time that we gird up our loins and be prepared with dynamic responses, their adoption and integration in the self of society. It would not be out of place if I quote Alvin Toffler, a great author and a futurist, who once said, "The literate of the 21st century will not be those who cannot read and write, but those who cannot learn, unlearn, and relearn." So let's get going and be illiterate. Best wishes and thank you all. Friends, a short 6-minute show on CEC follows. Enjoy the film. Thank you very much.
From ancient Bharat to modern India, education has always occupied a place of prominence in Indian culture and tradition. Nalanda, Taxila, and Vikramshila, the world-famous centers for learning, were the epitome of such education and attracted students from the remotest corners of the planet. Ancient India has given the world wisdom, yoga, Ayurveda, and classical art forms. And today, CEC has stepped forth to build a digital learning environment to emulate the ancient Indian education system, to provide quality-enriched educational resources integrated with human values and culture on digital platforms to the remotest learners. CEC was established in the year 1993 as a pioneer of digital education in the country to address the issues related to higher education. CEC is the national coordinator for Swayam MOOCs and 11 Swayam Prabha DTH channels, with more than 1.5 crore views in the past 6 months, to address higher education needs through digital media and to take education to the remotest learner. CEC has its 21 educational multimedia research centers, or EMRCs, spread across the length and breadth of the country, with more than 500 trained workforce and state-of-the-art equipment and infrastructure. Besides owning the largest digital educational content repository in Asia, CEC has more than 16,000 enrichment videos spread across 74 subjects, approximately 24,000 e-courseware modules, over 19,000 short learning objects, 3,000 live and recorded lectures, 349 massive open online courses in undergraduate subjects on the Swayam platform. CEC has created e-courseware modules based on the UGC model curriculum, moving towards CBCS compliance, developed by Pan-India subject experts and validated and certified through a 2-stage peer review process. It is a complete learning package containing question banks with MCQs and assignments, providing instant assessment of learning outcome. It can be accessed free of cost. CEC has developed approximately 24,000 e-content courseware in 87 undergraduate subjects with over 4.6 lakh visits, covering 4 knowledge streams: art, language and literature, social sciences, natural and applied sciences, and management and other professional courses. CEC's YouTube channel has recorded a footfall of over 3.5 lakh subscribers with more than 2.64 crore video views, equivalent to 62.4 years of watch time, with the top 5 viewing countries across the globe being India, Pakistan, USA, Nepal, and UK. CEC's digital content can be integrated with traditional pedagogy through blended and flipped learning, short learning objects to teach concepts, portable e-content, video on demand through CEC web portal, subject-based content provided locally through LAM, MOOCs, massive open online courses providing knowledge and course credits, and DTA channels free to air across the country. CEC's undergraduate MOOCs are hosted and accredited by various educational institutions pan-India. India is the 3rd largest higher education system in the world. However, our higher education system has its own share of challenges, like low gross enrollment ratio, or GER, of 25.8% in higher education sector, scarcity of faculty, infrastructure and facilities, redundancy in teaching practices, various socio-economic and geographic barriers, high cost of higher education, learning habits and abilities, universities in production mode, and lack of opportunities to pursue interests. Here, CEC has the capacity to address these challenges by carrying out online content activities, which include designing, development and dissemination of digital educational content, running of e-courses, and conducting proctored online examinations through National Testing Agency or the NTA. CEC issued with over 6,000 credit certificates in partnership with Swayam and 14 universities for Swayam MOOCs. Further, CEC has begun developing educational content in Hindi and 8 regional languages to increase the accessibility and reach of its online learning resources to the rural populace of India. Moreover, to create ICT-based learning environment in the country, CEC's Prakriti Documentary and Film Festival has gone international. The festival aims at creating awareness and sensitizing people about issues like environment, development, and the human rights. The Swachh Bharat category has been added for the first time for the festival. This event received an overwhelming 197 entries from participants across the world. CEC organized EduTune and EduWrite competition 2019 on the theme of digital education. Also, every year, the educational video competition is organized by CEC, which converges students, filmmakers and experts from all over India. At CEC, we empower people with the power of knowledge.
Thank you, our technical team. So now we are almost at the end of this inaugural session. With the permission of Chairman, Director, can I propose a vote of thanks, sir? Thank you. So it is now my pleasant responsibility to propose a vote of thanks on behalf of HRDC JNU. First of all, I express my sincere gratitude to our respected Vice Chancellor, Professor M. Jagdish Kumar Mamidala. So we have had such an eminent administrative and a man with a great vision and mission as our Vice Chancellor. His leadership is reflected in all developmental activity of our university. And that's why our JNU is one of the most top university in our country. Thank you very much, sir, for your support, encouragement, and motivation to conduct such academic program successfully. Now, I would like to thank our inaugural speaker, Professor Rana Pratap Singh, who is a professor of cancer biology. Our heartfelt gratitude to you, sir, for sparing your valuable time and enlightened us with your vast knowledge and experience. We were indeed privileged to have had an eminent person, our chief guest today, Professor J.V. Nadda ji. He is a man who looks forward to reform the whole education sector with the aid of technology. We were honored to have listened to your insightful speech on the importance of quality education, integrity, and utmost dedication in the academics. On behalf of all the participants and JNU, our heartfelt thanks to you, sir. I do hope that it would be motivate, inspire, and encouraging our participants and all of us. I would like to thank Professor C.V. Sharma for delivering a keynote lecture in this inaugural session. And we are all benefited by your lecture, sir. You highlighted that what are the challenges, consequences of online courses and how to engage our reader and how to develop, how to assess and how to evaluate these courses. I would like to thank our both the coordinator, Professor Joshi and Professor Ravi Case for conducting these two courses. I would like to thank our director for all sports and encouragement for conducting all these courses. At the end, I would like to thank all the valuable participants who have joined this course. Although there are a large number of applicants, but due to the fixed number of seats, we have shortlisted only the 40 participants in each course. Thank you very much, participant. I would like to thank our technical team, staff member of HRDC JNU. Thank you very much. Thank you all. And I have an announcement to all the participants that your classes will be conducted as per the schedule. I think the schedule is already provided to you. So in the afternoon session, the coordinator will interact to you and they will interact and tell more about the courses. Now with the permission of the director, can we leave the, this meeting, sir? Pandey sir.
Sanjay ji?
या सो ये कर दें अभी खत्म.
हाँ
Yeah.
Sanjeev ji, the link is different. That I hope everybody knows about that.
Yeah. So you will get through your email and WhatsApp. So now, Gaurav, now over to you. So if you want to say something about the registration, you can say. Yeah. So we are ending this meeting. Thank you. So participant, please meet in
Just
after
one point.
session.
Just one point. Hello.
Yeah, Gaurav.
Yeah. WhatsApp link has been emailed to all the participants. So you all are requested to join the WhatsApp link. And after 1 p.m. you have another meeting. I mean, it will be a separate course wise. So the link has already been shared to you through your email. So you all are requested to join the meeting at 1 p.m. Okay.
And the participant, your presence is required in all the lecture. Although these are the online lecture, but your online presence is required. Your attendance is like the major part of the evaluation. So you will get the link for separate courses. Individual classes will be conducted by individual coordinator. So you please join as per the schedule. Schedule is already circulated to you. Yes, please. Now, Gaurav, you can leave the meeting, please.